Everybody, I'm Tev. You know what this is. This is the Wine Table Talk. We got Britt, we got Nay, and of course we got Tone.
What's up? What's up?
So, this week's topic, we will discuss woman's intuition, right? So,
Correct.
a bit of the backstory on today's topic. I was doing my scrolls on the Facebook, and I came across a video of a man who looked like he was doing some like public seminar speaking, asking women, do they believe in women intuition? They said yes. He says, so how come you can't tell when your man is not happy?
Quick, do y'all believe in women's intuition?
Hell yeah.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
So we'll discuss it today.
But you forgot the part when he said.
We're going to get into it.
Okay. Go ahead. My fault.
Today, as you can see, we're drinking on double XL apple wine. All right.
Yep.
So, you seem like you want to open up the discussion, so go ahead, take it away.
I was just saying that the part of the clip that you left out was when he was saying, "Oh, women love to say, oh, I can feel when my man is cheating on me, but when it comes to how come you can't feel like that when your man is sad?" That's basically what he was asking.
Right.
If you could feel your man is cheating on you, why you can't feel when your man is sad and do something about it, basically?
So, ladies, how y'all feel?
What do y'all think about that?
I guess. I feel like women do know when their man is cheating, and women also do know when their men are sad. I can't speak for all women, but I can speak for myself. If I notice my partner is sad, I will ask him about it, and he beats around the bush about why he's sad. So that's not on me to take up his sadness if he doesn't even want to discuss with me why he's sad or what we could do to improve the situation.
For me, as I stated, I can tell if my man is sad, if he's under a lot of stress or anything like that, because his moods change. He's more to himself. He's quiet. He's irritated. He's snapping off. And again, like Brittany said, speaking for herself, I will go to my man and ask him and speak to him and try to understand what's going on. And he is quick to, nothing. I'm fine. Nothing, man. Nothing.
Okay, so
if
are you not done? Yeah, continue.
Yep.
So if when you do feel that or you do notice that and you go to the man and you're trying to be there to comfort them and they're pushing you away, what are you supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so good points.
That's fair.
Good points. That's fair. That's fair. But so no. I stay ready.
No, you don't.
Oh, man.
And do. So now, right? I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you've heard or seen or both in either video form or writing.
Mm-hmm.
Men express how we don't express ourselves because nobody cares. We have this stigma, if you will, that we unfortunately have to carry around, that being a man in today's world, and even, past societies, even though I wasn't around in times, you just got to suck it up and keep pushing, right? So whether or not we may want to express ourselves, we don't see the point.
Okay, and what would you like the woman to do if you don't see the point? You don't want to express yourself. You can't expect. What can you expect from somebody?
I guess what I'm saying is, why do you feel like men today still feel this way? Like,
because you have certain individuals, women per se, who bash men and be like, "Oh, you acting like a sissy. Leave all the complaining to women. Leave that to me."
Not to cut you off. I like that you said that. Hold your thought.
When women are speaking, correct.
Oh,
go ahead.
My bad.
No. I said when women are speaking.
Let me just ask you one question. Right y'all even go on, right? Did that happen to you? Did somebody?
I'm talking about in general.
I'm just asking yes or no. Did somebody come to you and say that you're being a sister, you're being soft, or anything like that for expressing yourself? Yes or no?
No, I'm not. Okay, you didn't do that to me, babe.
Did somebody?
But that's not what we're talking about. It's a general topic.
Yes or no question.
Okay, yeah. For me personally, no.
A sissy or anything like that? No. Okay, proceed, please.
I was gonna say.
But it happened to a lot of men.
Yeah, we're not talking about other men.
I was gonna say, right? Also, while I was doing my scrolls on Facebook, I seen a post that was shared. It looks like a couple of times because I saw it a couple of times, where this girl was basically saying, "Oh, we really in a sassy nigga era," right? I clicked on said post, reading the comments. And it's just women having a free fall on men. You heard?
Right.
I'm gonna speak
as I was saying. Hold on.
Listen, your significant
Nay, hold on.
I'm not talking about my.
I'm just
hold on.
I'm just saying.
Y'all harboring.
No.
No.
We're just talking about. We're discussing
in this generation. Clearly think.
Correct.
Can I speak on it?
Yeah.
So I believe that these females are saying men are sassy because they're not acting like men. They're acting like females, and it's kind of like, in some cases, the roles have been reversed, where the woman is basically the male figure in the relationship, and the guy is acting like a female, like the arguing, the bickering back and forth, like men. That's why females are saying this,
and this is why we don't say shit. Like you literally just proved that point right there.
Basically,
the arguing and the bickering. Sorry, not to cut you off. The arguing and the bickering, right? You basically saying when we get to expressing ourselves, may come off as arguing to you, but maybe it's us expressing ourselves.
But based off of what
now we sassy. So we rather just not say.
But that's very. I just feel like that's immature. Like if you can't have you can't have a mature conversation
without
the back the arguing.
But hold on, but
let her go.
Go ahead.
So I'm just saying, like based off of everything that Brittany said, that you said, that he said, right? Y'all going based like so. What we're saying is, and I'm gonna make it a little personal to the people that's in this room, right? We're reading on social media that, oh, men are sassy and men are this and men are that, right? But if that's not happening to you directly, right? How do you still join in on the conversation to say that, oh, I can't express myself, men of this day can't express themselves because we're going to look at as sassy when your partner is not treating you as such, never said those things or make you feel as such. So how are you carrying and harboring that?
Nobody's carrying and harboring anything.
Okay.
We're just speaking on things that happen to men that's around us, whether it's our coworkers, whether it's our cousins, uncle, father, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about.
Feel as though like you're comfortable enough to express yourselves.
Yeah. How y'all of course.
Right. Of course. So to touch on what bro was saying, right? Like it's like what you said earlier, off camera. You're a girl's girl, right? So like. Men, we can stick to men, like not like that. Pause.
Correct.
But
pause.
You feel me? But like if even though I can't relate to the topic personally, I still have eyes. I see shit happen in probably other relationships or just walking down the street, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So it's a conversation to be had regardless whether it's affecting me or not. You know what I'm saying? It's still something that's happening. You feel me? The post did happen, like she posted it. You feel me? And like I said, it was dozens of girls under there just torching men, them.
So why do we feel like that? So why do we think that females are now going and stating that men are sassy? Are men the new bad bitches, or?
I feel like most men, not all men, most men in this society around our age, I would say from 18 to our age. Like
it's like 18 to 30.
More of them are starting to, I would say, see the benefits of like doing stuff like getting a decent job, going to school, things that most men weren't doing before, if it makes sense. Like, most niggas was going outside, robbing, stealing, scamming, whatever. Like, doing whatever, probably getting a little 9 to 5 at Wendy's just to say, I got a little something, but the main job is really selling that weed on the block or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know every nigga's story. I ain't gonna try to speak for every nigga, but just most niggas. You feel me? Right? I feel like now we seeing the shift. You seeing more men graduating, especially black men, like going to school, getting these degrees, furthering their degrees, not just settling for like bachelors or whatever, they're furthering their careers. Like we just came back from an experience literally a couple weeks ago where it was bad men graduating in a field that's hard to fucking graduate in. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like, to get to the point, I feel like the more men in this era realize their worth, if you will, you feel me? They start to stand on business a little differently when it comes to like females, you know? So because we've had this conversation before off camera, like what do females typically like to say to men when they get approached? Like, oh, if you don't got this going on, this going on, this going on, because that's what y'all got going on, right? So you would want your partner to be at least where you at, or better, or same level, whatever the case may be, right? Before, that ratio was a little different. Now, that ratio is starting to balance out. Like, that's what I feel.
So you feel that's why men are sassy?
I'm not gonna say men are sassy. I'm gonna say men are starting to realize their worth. Like,
nah,
okay,
but
you got a degree, I got a degree.
And realizing
like,
your worth, you're a little sassy.
No, what? Hold on.
So
I think what he's trying to say.
Realizing our worth, we sassy.
That's what you just said.
No,
So-
hold on. I think what he's trying to say is basically, yes, you have those men who basically want to become girls or act like girls,
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
or
not
try to
them
play
out there. They real sassy.
or even try to play both sides.
Right.
Those are the real dangerous ones. Good luck, ladies. But yeah. And then you have the men who are good leaders or good providers and stuff like that, and they will still get pushback from certain type of women when it comes to, like I said, expressing themselves. Like if he complain about, oh, how come you're not cooking as much, or how come you're not being feminine enough, or whatever the case may be.
Right. Because I can't.
They get that. Oh, why you always complaining?
Right.
Why you always you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you acting sassy? Why you acting? You know what I'm saying? That comes
you
up.
Said that, so I can speak on this. Not to put you on the spot. Lay your soul. But like you said,
Correct.
when you be like, why you not cooking white, right?
You get what I'm saying?
If I ask, babe right here, oh babe, you can't cook me a little something. You know how to cook, right? You said this before. Am I lying on you? I just want to know. If I'm lying, you can say that. If I'm not,
I don't know. Sounds like something
Can I
I'll
ask
say.
a question?
One person. Okay. Go ahead.
So
one person at a time.
She said sometimes, right? So why does it matter if I could cook or not?
Can I ask a question?
But I just asked the question.
Right.
It's a follow up to you.
All right, there.
So before you answer,
Mhm.
Brittany is your.
She's my girlfriend.
Okay. And as a girlfriend, is Brittany required?
I didn't say she was
No,
required.
let me ask my question.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a girlfriend,
Right.
is it a requirement
Mhm.
that she is to cook for you?
No.
Or is it that it would be nice if she did cook for you sometimes? Because I think that sometimes there's a little gray area,
Mm-hmm.
and we are often looked upon and or wanted to act as wives before our time.
I don't believe making a meal for your boyfriend is me demanding you to act like a title that you're not.
I've made meals for you.
No, I'm not saying you haven't. I'm not saying you haven't. But what I'm saying is,
it's an extra.
I mean, cooking is a necessity to everyday survival.
And
so,
anybody can do that.
Anybody can do that, correct?
You...
Per se, but say for instance, if your man asks you, "Oh, babe, can you make me a little meal today?" You know, maybe he's feeling down, or maybe he just feeling. Sometimes he might be feeling lazy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying.
You know?
But sometimes he might be tired, or he might, just want to taste your cooking.
Right.
He don't a different little side to it, like
right. Yes, I could do it myself.
That's all.
But maybe I just want it from you.
Yeah, because everybody got different ways of cooking.
Right.
Seasoning might be different. Your methods might be different.
Like,
you know?
I've never baked ziti, but I'm pretty sure I could if I put my mind to it.
Absolutely.
But yours would still be better. You've been making it longer. So.
And I've made that before.
I know you have. I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying, like, if I was to come home one day and be like, hey, babe, can you make me some big ziti? Like, I'll get the stuff and stuff. Like, I don't feel like that should be an issue. Not saying that it has been, but I'm just saying, like,
It can be an issue because you have to also look at other determining factors of why this meal cannot be made. Maybe I'm tired that day. Maybe I had a long day.
That's
You don't know what I've
understandable.
been through. Like,
That's understandable.
Very
Then
understandable.
we can reconvene.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a conversation to be had. Whereas
Mhm.
most females, ladies, women will just jump to, nigga, do it yourself.
Oh yeah, a negative response,
Oh,
a toxic response.
I just came home too. Like you said, you might be tired too. You work. I know you work. But like, you know, it's a way to go about things. Just like
Right.
you said earlier, it's a way to go about things, right? So it's like Tony said, like maybe that would have made me feel just a little extra love from you that week. You know what I'm saying?
Could've
And
been
now you coming off like this, it's gonna be like, oh damn, like
Yeah, he could have
I
been
ain't finna
depressed.
ask this girl for nothing.
Yeah, he could have been
Like,
depressed. You know.
I ain't gonna ask her to lotion my back neither. Like she's wilding, like you know what I'm saying? Like
He ain't asked you to. He
You know
ain't
what
asked you to
I'm
rub his toes
yeah,
down.
I didn't ask you to go fucking, you know, fish for the fucking food and come make it. I asked you to just cook something in the house, and you know what I'm saying. But like I said, to each his own, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So how do y'all feel about that?
Which part?
I guess every part. If you remember what you said, and then the cooking, and then yeah, that was it. Yeah,
You got to me, bro?
both of y'all. Yeah. 'Cause
Oh, you
like,
want to go first, babe?
You go ahead.
So repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
all right. So I'm pretty sure you don't remember what she said.
Cool.
I don't. But
Mhm.
basically, like what you said about the cooking,
Okay.
right? You know what you said about the cooking, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, how could you? So how you feel about that? Like,
Like I was saying, yeah, I agree with that. Like sometimes your man might be depressed or feeling down, tired. He asks you a simple, I guess you can call it a favor, a simple gesture. And a lot of, I'm not saying I go through this. I'm saying like certain female responses would be, "Oh hell no, I ain't
right,
cooking.
right.
You better go Uber Eats or whatever the case may be."
Okay, so I got a question. For you. I got a question for you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation earlier, right? We was talking about how bro bought you some flowers and stuff like that, and what you said.
Thanks, babe.
No. What you said to me.
What did I say?
He was like, "Oh, you should buy Brittany flowers more regularly." Like you said that, right?
Okay.
So some people, not me per se, but some men may look at that as husband duties, right?
Excuse me?
I'm just saying, some men, like I said, not me, but some men.
That is a little
They
extra.
look at that as husband duties.
That is an extra.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
that y'all know how to
Court. Yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah, that's something.
And that's maybe so.
Not saying me, but some men may see that as a husband task.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if on one foot you want, when I'm at work doing what I gotta do, then I gotta get off work maybe every 2 to 3 weeks to remember, put the effort in to go get you some flowers, not some dead flowers, but some good flowers.
Excuse me, because the CVS sell flowers, the
Mhm.
gas station sell flowers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You may stop at the supermarket.
Trader Joe's.
Pick up your
Mhm.
phone and do wow,
Right.
flowers.
It doesn't matter where you're getting them from. The point is,
So I'm just trying to see how out of your way are you going.
I'm not saying it's out of my way for me, but I'm saying some men.
But you see how you see how you feel like men picking up flowers for the lady is a simple gesture.
Right.
Why can't cooking be a simple gesture? For a
I feel
woman
like
to go for a
cooking
man?
just takes so long.
I'm just saying.
Cooking is just like.
Brittany, you have 15-minute meals. You have 10-minute meals.
I don't know those.
Yes.
I don't know.
It takes what 5 to 7 minutes to cook shrimp, right?
About.
But I think that I would think that
then
he
how
would
long
want
it takes to cook rice?
phenomenal
About 15
meal.
minutes. Come
Like
on now.
you don't want no basic pop down meal.
But
You
at that
want
point, something basic could be made, and it's a kind gesture because you're gonna put your love in it, so you're gonna make it feel like it's like luxurious. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like honestly speaking,
What is simple enough?
We're both like all of us. We're all part like somebody's partner. We're all like in relationships, right?
Okay.
I feel like what a lot of us fail to realize that we are constantly watering each other.
Okay.
We have to water and
Correct.
garden and soil one another.
Mm-hmm.
So like the same thing you pour into your lady, she pours back into you. It's a back and forth type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's balancing out. you showing affection, you reassuring, she's ready to show off and do for you. So cooking that meal, although I'm deadbeat tired, you know what? It ain't even that bad because you know this man.
He just did
doing
this. Yeah.
You know and then men, right? It's just like, oh, okay, you know what? She cooked me that meal. You know what? Let me go ahead and get them flowers. Let me pay attention.
That's really how it's supposed to work.
You know, when y'all want to get the at the end of the night, and it's like, oh, I'm tired. This and the third, right? Y'all want to feel loved and y'all want to see attention and appreciation. So does the female. But female look for love and appreciation in different ways. Like a simple little message of reassurance goes a really long way. Like just to be noticed, a little flower, oh, a little day, oh, let's go for a walk. It's little small things that men can do that really builds up their women and really gets them to that. And it's like, oh my God, you know what? Let me go do this. Now all of a sudden you popping it on a handstand. Like you probably didn't even know you could do that. But it's just so many small things that men can do.
Makes you want to do more for the man. Yeah.
And I feel like at the end of the day, it shouldn't be when I become a wife or when I become a husband, I start to do it. As a man, right? As a man, you are courting this girl. You get what I'm saying? You are courting this girl. You're dating this female, and in hopes that this becomes my wife or whatever the situation, whatever plans you guys have for each other. So I think a lot of us get misconstrued because when you trying to get that girl and you trying to get in them legs, you doing the unthinkable. You going above and beyond to get that shit. When you get it, it stops. You have to keep dating, keep courting until y'all in the grave. Like it don't stop. Like you have to keep going. And honestly speaking, I feel like that's the big thing with a lot of relationships. Like people start to lose themselves. You start to like the flame die down because yet nobody's working for it anymore. It's like, oh, it is what it is. Everybody feels entitled. Oh man, I put that on her finger. She better do it. That's my girl. She better do it. And for females, oh, that's not me. He already know what it's hitting for. If you not doing what your part and I'm not doing my part, then what are we doing? And I feel like that's really why a lot of these relationships. And then you get to the females. Oh, that nigga's assy. Oh, this bitch think she too good. Like honestly speaking, and flowers. I don't know if I'm too old school or anything like that, but honestly, at the end of the day, flowers is something so small. You know how many times you walk past a plant per day? A $5, a $10. Hell, go buy one stem. You get what I'm saying? If you can't afford to buy a flower, send a flower emoji. We all got phones.
It's the thought that counts, right?
It's literally, it's so many.
That definitely counts.
It's the small things, and I think that's what we forget. It's not always the new Louis bag or the Hermes sandals. It's not always that stuff is really really nice. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice. But at the end of the day, it's not all about that. It's the little things that matter more. You do little things, and your partner is not gonna feel like, oh my God, here this bitch go get my fucking flower or goddamn dinner. Like,
yeah, I saw on Instagram there was a post and it was like the 777 rule, and it's like every 7 days, like you go on a date, every 7 weeks you like go on a staycation, every 7 months it's like you do like a big vacation or something like that. And yeah, it's just the small things for real.
I like that idea.
I'll send you the
nice.
video.
Thank you.
You could send him the 3331. It's the same thing, but it's threes.
Oh, okay.
Babe, calm down.
All right, so getting back to the main topic of today.
Oh, so sorry. I said all that to say, I think that's where we get into it, and then like insults start to come, like the little ones start to come, and it's like, you know what, you a sassy ass nigga anyway. Because and then let's not forget that in this color culture, there are a lot of broken families and broken homes when you have females raising young boys. Right? When a young man grows up in a house and there's nothing but females, understand he has female characteristics.
You're going to have female tendencies.
It's not even his fault, honestly speaking.
That's
you grew up in
a
a house full of females, right? And you also grew up in a house and all you hear, and sometimes, not all the case, but maybe 15-20% of the time, you hear women bashing men. So you get what I'm saying? That feminine energy, that aura, before you even realize it's on you. Then you have these females that grow up and it's by men and stuff like that. And you look at them like, you act like a fucking female. So I think that's where a lot of it come into play. It's not necessarily like, oh, a man expressing himself. I think a lot of these men come from broken families. And I'm not going to say that your mama is bitter, but for whatever reason, your mom is upset and she's carrying this burden and this hurt and you got all this feminine aura and energy on you,
Mhm.
and you acting how you think you're supposed to because you grew up in a house like that all along.
Yep.
So I think that's where the whole sassy, like, oh, he's sassy.
What about the ones
Yeah,
that
that's
grew up with
another
their
add-on
families
to
that
it.
get cold sassy?
What happened?
I said, what about the ones that did grow up with their fathers that get cold sassy?
He's sassy. I mean, like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but at some point, sometimes, don't get me wrong, like, as females, could you say stuff and it's like you don't even really mean it, but you just saying it because you're probably, that person hurt you, so you trying to hurt them right back, and you say something like, oh, you sassy or whatever, because we all know, don't mean want to be called sassy. But, like, let's be for real, like, some people are sassy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, especially nowadays.
That's just like females.
In today's
Like,
world.
some females act like dudes.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
But we have that, but then we have.
Well, listen. Let us know what y'all think down in the comments. You know,
Of course.
how y'all feel about the topic or whatever.
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Getting back to the main topic, right, of women's intuition and knowing when your partner is going through whatever emotion, right? So,
Okay.
y'all said y'all know when y'all partner is cheating, y'all know when y'all partner is sad, y'all know when y'all partner is all of this stuff, right?
Correct.
So, if knowing that your partner is in a mood, right, and we already covered that he may not want to speak about it, right?
Correct.
If you know your partner, right, you should know what to do to get him or her out of that mood, right? So I guess the question is, when you see your partner is in that funk, do you do what you need to do to get your partner out that funk? Like, are you gonna, all right, I mean, maybe he wanna go to a Knicks game, or maybe he wanna go just out to eat, or maybe he just wanna go for a drive in the car. Maybe, who knows? Let's see what he wanna do. Like, you gonna throw some ideas out there and try to see if you can make him or her feel better, or like, what are we doing? We just gonna let them go through that funk? Like, what are we doing?
It depends on how you respond when I try to come to you when I see you in that funk.
You on the phone?
If I see my
Funk.
man is in a
Funk.
funk,
Oh, in that funk.
if I see him he's in a funk and I'm trying to come to him,
Right.
and I'm trying to be there, or I'm trying to figure out what it is,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how he responds to
Okay.
me, has a lot to do with what I do next.
All right, so like, let's say he does respond in a nasty way, right? But it's not because he wants to be malicious or malice towards you. He's in a funk. You know what I'm saying? And now, whatever caused the funk is he's frustrated. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's hard for both sides. Like, do you try to like look past that and still try to like, you know, figure it out, or it's like, all right, nah, you bugging out, fuck you, figure it out.
Depending on how you speak to me when I come to you.
So like, okay,
Yeah.
so let's give you an example. Let's say if Tony was in a funk for whatever reason, right? And you notice it and you go, okay, hey babe, you okay? Or whatever. And he go, yeah, wow, like, do I look like I'm not okay? He didn't really say anything disrespectful to you. The tone and the pitch and all of that is a little aggressive, but he didn't really say anything to you. What are we doing?
You don't like that, Bert?
No. So I have boundaries.
Okay.
Right? I don't speak to you in an aggressive, nasty tone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't speak to me in an aggressive, nasty tone. Right? So if I'm coming to you and I see that you have something going on and I'm being really sincere and calm and I'm trying to be there for you, and you're constantly snapping at me and pushing me off, I'm going to do what you want me to do because it's clear you want me to leave you alone. So I'm going to give you that space and that time. I'll come and check on you, make sure you're okay. I don't got to say anything to you. I can just keep looking, make sure you're okay, get you a meal, whatever. But I'm going to leave you alone. Because it ain't going to be too many times you're going to keep snapping on me and I'm going to just keep being kumbaya. Okay, no, okay, babe. Yeah, right away. Like,
That's understandable. That's understandable. You kind of instantly keep checking on them and get them a meal.
Baby.
Such a sweetheart.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna accept the snapping because I'm not the one who caused you this distress that you're going through. There's a certain way to talk to somebody. If you it's just open communication. If you don't want to be bothered, you tell me like I need some space right now. I'll give you space. If you wanna talk about it, we can talk about it. if I can offer an idea for us to do something, get your mind off of it, I'll do that as well.
And I'm not engaging into no sexual activity, bull, and aggressiveness, okay?
What if that's why he's distressed?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So let's get into that.
That is a good point.
All right, so let's get into that. Because I've heard a lot, right? Women say, you know, oh, niggas be catching attitudes because they want some of this and they want some of that instead of just saying what's on their mind. But it's like, why should we have to express that we have sexual desires that we need fulfilled? Like,
and at this point, this episode is done.
Catch y'all on the next one, y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.
We out.